Hello, my name is Daniel Campbell and I am a professional video game tester. I've worked in this industry for a long time in both QA and design, but most of my time has been spent in the testing trenches, so that will be the overall focus of this channel. If you've ever wanted to become a video game tester or were just mildly interested, this channel should be a good jumping off point to teach you the skills necessary to thrive in the industry. I've seen some of the most enthusiastic, talented, and passionate people give up on the idea of working in the game industry simply because they aren't sure where to begin. They aren't sure how you'd even begin to take the first steps of this journey, and when they're looking for knowledge, the hodgepodge nature of the industry's hiring practices, it's not hard to see why they get confused and discouraged. Should you attend one of the many colleges that you see regularly advertised? Should you apply directly to company websites or use third-party services like FlexJobs? What are the skills you need to know? What kind of pay should you expect? What kinds of questions should you expect to be asked in interviews? Is there a way to practice QA to help you hit the ground running? I hope to answer all of these introductory questions and hopefully a lot more, and hopefully help people get some awesome jobs in the game industry. First off, a few things to keep in mind when viewing this channel. This channel is not designed to teach you how to jump from QA to another discipline. While I will talk about this concept every now and then, I want to make it very clear that whenever you apply for a job in QA, you should not view it as a stepping stone for the rest of your illustrious career in another field. A good developer knows the value of a well-trained QA tester and really aren't interested in people who are obviously looking at the door for their next development gig. QA is a valued career path and should be viewed as such. Go into the job with the expectations that you're going to be there for an extended stay. It's not just another rung on your career ladder. Can it lead to other disciplines? Absolutely. But I recommend that you keep your passions and efforts within the job of QA for the time being, because that's the job you were hired to do. Also, I'll be talking exclusively about video game QA. If you would like to know more about generalized software testing, there are far better resources online to help you than me. I'm afraid I'm just not qualified or particularly interested in teaching that type of QA. I'll also point out that QA across the industry is not the most standardized thing in the world. Every QA department I've encountered has done things a little bit differently, and I'm willing to bet that yours will as well. Everything I teach on this channel has been gathered from a plethora of different department teachings, methods, and a lot of them I simply had to develop on my own out of necessity. And lastly, I implore you that if you have any questions about QA or game development in general, please feel free to ask. There's no question too small, and I'm always happy to help assist someone who's interested in joining this super fun and rewarding career path. QA is almost always treated as a footnote whenever talking about video game development. Let's face it, when a game is lauded in the press, it's not usually because of a distinct lack of bugs. If someone brings up QA during a review, it's usually in a not so nice fashion to blame them for all the bugs that they encountered. But even if there are a ton of challenges to this career, I still love doing it. I'm one of the few lucky people in this world that wakes up in the morning and instead of saying, I don't want to go to work today, I actually think, I get to go to work today. It is definitely a job and it can be a ton of work, but it's also very rewarding as well. And if you do find yourself interested, hopefully this channel will give you some of the tools necessary to start your first steps into this awesome career choice. Welcome to QA Bootcamp.